What's up, co-reporters? Welcome back to my channel. Disgraced on and off again, Teen Mom Next Chapter star Jenelle Evans is making quite the pretty penny. In fact, she's making more money online than she was making on the show. Obviously not at the height of the show, because at the height of the show, the girls were making a lot of money, especially Janelle, because I believe that Janelle is the main reason why Teen Mom 2 became such a huge hit, but I digress. So the U.S. Sun managed to obtain some exclusive court records from her divorce battle against David Eason. And in those court records, it was revealed how much money she was making based off of social media platforms such as TikTok. There was also her OnlyFans page as well, which raked in a shocking amount of money. And then, of course, we got to see how much money she made from Teen Mom Next Chapter as well. So let's start off with like what she made in about 2 weeks. So think about your paycheck and what you make every 2 weeks, right? Brace yourself when I tell you this, okay? Because you are going to be floored. So again, think about what you make in 2 weeks, doing what it is that you do. I'm sure you guys are up to all sorts of wonderful, exciting things, hopefully anyway. And now compare it to what Janelle made in 2 weeks off of OnlyFans alone. And, in case you guys needed a reminder, OnlyFans is the platform where you go ahead and you sell, more adult themed content. And it's not just, posting your photos and videos on there. It's also interacting with people. People pay money to send and receive messages to and from you. So just based off that platform, in only 2 weeks, not in the entire month, in only 2 weeks, spanning from the 17th of July this summer to the 29th of July, Janelle raked in $16,122. That was only from OnlyFans, you guys. And again, that was only in the span of 2 weeks, you guys. So when it comes to all of the payments that Janelle had been receiving, there was a screen grab included in her court document saying that, on OnlyFans, she made $3,460 on July 29th, on July 26th, $1,368, July 25th, $1,991, July 23rd, $1,319, July 21st, $5,500, and July 17th, $2,584. So these are like incomes per the day, you guys. What is the average person making in a day? Like a couple $100, well, not even. I think like 150 to 250 or something like that. And she is raking in thousands, well over 1,000. Her smallest earning for a day was $13.19, and her highest there was a $34.60. You guys, major. Now, then there was Facebook. So Facebook, the social media platform, pays her for producing content on their page. They put the content up against advertisements, and they split some of that income with her to the tune of $5,518, which she received on July 23rd. And then with TikTok, which hopefully is not getting banned, I really do hope it's here to stay, she made $2,972 on the 15th of July. Whoo-wee, you guys, that is a lot. So it really looks like, you guys, in the span of the whole month, when you also add in the fact that there were other miscellaneous like payments she was receiving from like a tab called payouts that didn't describe in detail where they were coming from, but $11.98. Then there was a payment filed under the name Jenelle Evans in its subscription folder. Again, not super clear what they're subscribing to, but that was $147 that she received. And then last but not least is one of her biggest checks that you see. And it came from Teen Mom, the Next Chapter, S2A, Season 2A, I suppose. That came from New Remote Productions, Inc., which is the production company behind the show. The check was written to her on June 11th, and it was for $17,364, you guys, bringing her total to $44,486.36 that she made in just 2 months. So this averages out to about $22,000 per month. Jenelle Evans, you guys, is making good money. Really good money. And, although she was fired from Teen Mom the Next Chapter, she's going to be okay, because in that amount of time, what did Teen Mom Next Chapter pay her? $17,364. How much does she make on OnlyFans? $16,222. She made $5,518 on Facebook, and then about, let's round it up to $3,000 on TikTok. So $17,364 versus 23 something, or we'll round it up to 24,000 on her own. She's doing fine, you guys, and she's going to continue to do just fine for the time being. And I find that really fascinating. Like, who is buying this stuff? Like, who are her subscribers? Is it men? Is it women? I know some people who dislike her joined it to troll her and then to plaster her stuff on the internet against her wishes, which, I assume, I could only imagine, has very serious legal implications for the person doing that. But I'm really, really, fascinated and curious about all of this. Like, that is a lot of money to be making for some, OnlyFans content. I am certainly stunned by all of this information. I knew she was making a certain amount of money, right, to be able to continue on and to risk her job so casually over random men. But I didn't know it was this much. But here's the thing, like, she still could very much use that money from the Teen Mom Next Chapter. And it's Teen Mom Next Chapter that makes her relevant enough to be making this sort of money on the platform, on the other platforms in general. So I do think that it wasn't in her best interest to lose that job again. And I think that her, with all of the custody issues that she's always facing, there's a custody issue with Jace going on right now. Apparently CPS removed him from the home after his latest runaway situation. Then there's all that stuff going on with Kaiser as well. Who knows what else she's going to have happening in the future. Perhaps she'll have custody issues with Ensley again. She already has, I don't know. And that costs a lot of money to hire lawyers for this stuff. And then in addition, she's fighting a divorce against David. Who knows, perhaps she needs to put away some money for another future divorce. I don't know, but she really needs to start putting a lot more thought into her decisions in life, because a lot of them are very costly. They're a huge waste of money. And in addition to that, she needs Teen Mom for the relevancy and everything like that. And if not Teen Mom, then another reality television show as soon as possible, which begs the question, is Janelle going to be able to get on another show? It used to be that the Teen Mom girls, they can go on to Marriage Boot Camp, those sorts of things afterwards. But that show it's not really around the way it used to be. So I don't know what other avenues she has. Perhaps she could be on Traitors too. I don't know. I'm just imagining here, but I digress. Let me know how you feel about Janelle's shocking salary in the comment section down below. And as usual, we'll chat. And also, please let me know who the hell is her client base that is spending this much money on her. Let me know, please. And I'll see you in my next video. Okay, you guys, take care. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday. TGIF.